The Lord, when He calls me to encourage others, He also encourages me at the same time. So I'm going to call this one Not as Easily Stomached. Some of us that have a call from God are not always part of the preach them crazy, shout them silly crowd. Some of us every now and then will touch issues that God has called us to touch. So sometimes we're not as easily stomached. Now, don't sleep on us, because we could become part of that preach them happy and shout them silly crowd too. But the call and our fear of the Lord keeps us from that very often. The Apostle Paul, in writing to his son in the gospel, the Apostle Paul, in writing to the church at Rome, in Romans 12, verse 1, he said, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. Verse 2, and he said, and be ye not conformed unto this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. When your mind is renewed, it's a transformation process. And sometimes that transformation won't have you as easily stomached. So you compare yourself to the big names on the scene, and people will make you think that they came down on a cloud, and their skill sets and their time spent and their study is just on a whole nother plane than you. And sometimes that's not it. It's just that they're more easily stomached. They have morphed themselves. They've shrunk themselves sometimes. They know what brings the crowd. They know what brings the vanity metrics. They made a decision. I used to hold up the standard. Now I just want to get ahead. I want to boom. I want to thrive. I want to bust out. I want to be like that man on TV. So look, it becomes a call. In that verse 2, he said, don't be conformed. Don't be shaped, fashioned, molded, put up to fit. I know we're living in confusing times where the church is looking like the world and the world is looking like the church. But look, if you got a call to deliverance, a call to deliver others, a call to lift up others, every now and then, you won't be as easily stomached. What if men sing your praises forever? You get all the vanity metrics, and then God's disappointed because you didn't do what He called you to do.